Hello, my beautiful friend. I'm so grateful you're here today, truly. Thank you for giving yourself this time, this space to breathe, to listen, to feel. Life moves so quickly, doesn't it? But today I want you to slow down with me and remember something simple yet life-changing. You don't have to chase joy. You allow it. You don't have to run after happiness. You return to yourself, and happiness naturally meets you there. You see, we've been taught to earn joy, to check all the boxes first. Achieve, succeed, prove, please. But real life isn't a checklist. It's a rhythm. It's a gentle, sacred rhythm between your breath and the universe's heartbeat. When you stop pushing, when you stop forcing, you begin to hear that rhythm again. You begin to feel life instead of trying to manage it. Life is not a race to win. It's a rhythm to feel. So many of us believe we'll finally be happy when we lose the weight, when we make more money, when someone finally loves us the way we deserve. But here's the truth, that when never comes, because happiness isn't waiting at the end of the road. It's waiting inside you right now. The moment you choose to relax into yourself, the moment you whisper, "I am enough exactly as I am," that's when life smiles back. My darling, you cannot love life if you do not love the one who's living it. You cannot dance with life if you keep criticizing your partner, and your partner is you. Every morning, before you try to fix the world, take a few seconds to enjoy yourself. Look into the mirror, see your eyes, your skin, your humanness, the softness, the wrinkles, the stories, and say to yourself, "I love my body. I appreciate every cell, every breath." Don't rush those words. Let them melt into you like sunlight on your skin. You see, your body isn't just flesh and bone. It's a living universe. Millions of cells are working in perfect harmony, so you can see, touch, laugh, cry, dream. Isn't that miraculous? When you appreciate your body, you are honoring the divine intelligence that created it. Your body doesn't need your punishment. It needs your partnership. When you love it, it listens. When you judge it, it hides. So let's choose love over and over again. Every cell in my body responds to my loving thoughts. Say that often, because it's true. I remember years ago when I first began to look at myself in the mirror with kindness, I cried. I had spent so many years criticizing every line, every perceived flaw. But the day I looked at myself and whispered, "I love you and I'm learning to love you more every day," something shifted. My body softened, my face glowed, my energy changed. You see, the body blooms where love is planted. And this brings us to something I adore reminding people of. You are a miniature universe. Inside you is the same intelligence that spins the planets, that paints sunsets, that beats your heart while you sleep. You are not separate from life. You are life expressing itself through this beautiful form. Isn't that incredible? So when you feel disconnected, when you feel lost, pause and breathe. Place your hand on your heart and say, "I am part of the rhythm of life. I am not behind. I am not lost. I am exactly where I need to be." When you begin to live this way, gently, intentionally, lovingly, everything changes. You stop comparing yourself to others because you understand. The flower never looks at the tree and says, "I should be taller." The flower simply blooms where it's planted, and so should you. The more you relax into your own being, the more beautifully you grow. Let's make this practical, my dear. Every day, find small ways to enjoy yourself. It could be taking 5 slow breaths before starting your day. It could be making tea and savoring each sip instead of rushing through it. It could be putting on your favorite music and dancing barefoot in your living room. Joy doesn't come from doing grand things. It comes from doing small things with love. And when life feels overwhelming, because it will sometimes, don't forget to breathe and whisper, "I am relaxed, at peace, and in love with being alive." Feel how your whole body softens when you say that. Feel how the tension melts away. That's you returning to your natural state. That's your energy aligning with the universe's flow. Life was never meant to be a struggle. It was meant to be a relationship, a conversation between your inner world and the outer one. When you are at peace within, life responds with peace without. When you radiate ease, opportunities begin to unfold without force. Have you noticed how things seem to work out when you're relaxed, and how they tangle up when you're anxious? That's no accident. Relaxation is the highest form of trust. I want you to really understand this. You are not behind in your life. You are not late. You are not missing out. You are evolving in divine timing. The flower doesn't bloom because it forces itself open. It blooms because it trusts the sun. In the same way, your joy, your success, your love will unfold when you stop forcing and start allowing. So let's try something together. Close your eyes for a few seconds. Take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, imagine the tension leaving your shoulders. Say to yourself, "I allow myself to enjoy being me." Feel that energy ripple through you, soft, gentle, loving. This is where your power is. The more you enjoy being yourself, the more life enjoys expressing through you. Every thought of kindness you think is an act of alignment. Every moment of joy is a form of prayer. Every time you choose to smile, to appreciate, to rest, you are saying yes to life. And when you say yes to life, life says yes to you. My dear, I want you to remember something today. You don't have to push to deserve. You don't have to prove to belong. You don't have to struggle to receive. You are already enough, already worthy, already loved. All you need to do is enjoy being who you are, because when you do, everything else naturally falls into place. So let's say it together one last time. I am relaxed, at peace, and in love with being alive. Feel that. Feel the warmth in your heart, the smile that gently rises, the breath that flows freely. That's not just affirmation. That's vibration. That's healing. That's alignment. And as you go on with your day, carry this truth with you. You don't have to chase life. You only have to allow it. Because when you enjoy yourself, life begins to enjoy you back, effortlessly, beautifully, naturally. Now, my dear one, let's go even deeper. You've already learned how to begin enjoying yourself before trying to enjoy life. But how do we actually do that? How do we turn this idea into a gentle daily practice? In this next part, I want to share with you 5 simple, beautiful ways to truly enjoy being you. These are not rules, they're invitations, soft doorways back into peace, presence, and love. First, speak to yourself with love. You see, every word you whisper inside your mind becomes a command to your subconscious. Your thoughts are like the brush strokes painting your inner world, and the colors you choose matter. If you tell yourself, "I'm tired of myself," your subconscious will obey and give you more heaviness. But when you begin to say, "I'm learning to love myself more each day," something begins to shift, softly, quietly, profoundly. Your subconscious starts building a new reality around that love. Your inner voice is not just random noise, It's the voice of creation. It's the voice of God, the voice of life, the voice of your higher self. So choose to make it gentle. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear child or a beloved friend. If you wouldn't say it to someone you love, don't say it to yourself. I always tell people, every thought you think, every word you say is an affirmation. Make them loving ones. When you wake up, instead of saying, I look so tired, try, I am grateful for another day to live and to love. When you make a mistake, don't say, I'm so stupid. Say, I'm learning, I'm growing. And when you feel low, whisper softly, it's okay. I'm here for you. The way you speak to yourself becomes the tone of your entire life. Second, allow yourself to feel. This one is so important. You are not meant to be a robot who's always fine, always strong, always perfect. You are a feeling being. Your emotions are not your enemies. They are your messengers. Sadness, fear, frustration. They're not signs of weakness. They're signals calling you back to love. When you allow yourself to feel, you're not breaking down. You're breaking open. I've said many times, when you feel it, you heal it. It's not the emotion that hurts you. It's the resistance to it. When you suppress your feelings, you push them deeper into your body where they harden into tension, fatigue, and even illness. But when you let yourself feel, you set the energy free. You let the river of life move again. So the next time your heart aches, place your hand over it and say, it's okay to feel this. I am safe, even in this feeling. Breathe through it, not around it. Let the tears come if they need to. They are sacred water, cleansing the soul. There's no shame in crying. It's the body's way of saying, I am ready to release. Third, play with life. Oh, how I love this one. We forget that joy is not a luxury. It's nourishment for the soul. Play is not just for children. It's for the child within you that still wants to laugh, explore, and feel free. When was the last time you did something just for fun? Not for success, not for productivity, not to impress anyone, but simply because it made you happy. Life is not meant to be so serious all the time. You don't have to deserve fun. You are allowed to dance in your kitchen, sing in the shower, draw something silly, or spend an afternoon doing absolutely nothing that makes sense. Joy is medicine. Laughter is medicine. Lightness is medicine. When you play, you remind your nervous system that life is safe again. You reconnect to innocence, the pure creative energy that can move mountains. So tomorrow, I want you to do one small thing just for joy. Paint something, bake something, sit in the sun, write a love letter to yourself, or maybe put on a song that makes you want to dance and let your body move without judgment. That's not wasting time. That's honoring your aliveness. Fourth, focus on the present moment. When you live in the present, you live in the only place where life truly exists. The past has already been blessed and released. The future hasn't arrived yet. The present moment, this breath, this heartbeat, is where your power lives. So many of us are trapped in regret about yesterday or worry about tomorrow, but both are illusions. The only thing real is right now. And when you return to the now, peace returns to you. The mind can only think about one thing at a time, and if you fill it with gratitude for the present, it can't hold fear for the future. Try this. Right now, pause and name 5 things around you that you appreciate. The light, the air, your breath, the fact that you are here, alive, listening. This is presence. This is power. When you are here, fully here, you are aligned with the creative energy of the universe. And that's when miracles happen. not because you chase them, but because you're awake enough to receive them. The past causes regret. The future causes anxiety. Only the present allows you to live. Say that to yourself whenever you feel scattered. Let it bring you back home. And finally, make space for joy. In a world obsessed with productivity, rest is a rebellion. Stillness is strength. You don't have to earn rest. You deserve it simply because you exist. Every day, give yourself permission to stop doing and just be. Even 30 minutes of quiet can transform your energy completely. Sit somewhere peaceful, by a window, in your garden, or even in bed, and breathe. Don't reach for your phone. Don't plan. Don't fix anything. Just allow yourself to exist without pressure. In that stillness, your body rebalances, your mind recharges, and your intuition, that divine voice, grows louder. You see, joy doesn't arrive when life is perfect. Joy appears when there is space for it to enter. When you stop filling every moment with noise and busyness, joy naturally rises to the surface. Because joy was never gone. It was just buried under your to-do list. When you rest, you realign. When you pause, you open. When you breathe, you receive. The body heals in relaxation, not in tension. The heart opens in silence, not in chaos. So make that space every day, not once in a while, but as a sacred ritual. My dear, these 5 ways, speaking with love, allowing emotion, playing with life, living in the present, and creating space for joy, are not just habits. They are ways of remembering who you truly are. You are not a machine. You are a miracle. You are not here to prove your worth. You are here to enjoy it. So as you go on from here, take a deep breath and say softly, I speak kindly to myself. I allow myself to feel. I play with life. I live in the present. I make space for joy. These are your daily love notes to your soul. Repeat them often, live them gently, and watch how life begins to respond easily, naturally, joyfully. Because when you enjoy yourself, you don't have to chase peace anymore. You become peace. And from that peace, everything, absolutely everything, begins to flow your way. Once upon a time, my dear, there was a little garden at the edge of a quiet village. In that garden, there were flowers of every kind. Roses, tulips, daisies, sunflowers. But one little bud refused to bloom. It looked at the other flowers and thought, I will open when I'm as tall as the sunflower. I will bloom when I'm as bright as the rose. So it waited and waited and waited, until one day a soft breeze whispered, Little one, you were never meant to bloom like them. You were meant to bloom like you. And when that little bud finally relaxed, when it stopped comparing and started simply being, it opened beautifully, effortlessly, and filled the whole garden with fragrance. That, my friend, is exactly what happens when you truly enjoy yourself. You begin to bloom. You begin to shine. You begin to radiate a light that no effort can create and no fear can hide. When you stop chasing, proving, and pleasing, and start trusting, breathing, and being, life itself rearranges around you. The first thing that happens when you truly enjoy yourself is that you begin to glow. Not the glow from makeup or success or approval, but that soft golden light that comes from peace. Have you ever noticed how someone who is genuinely happy seems to light up the whole room? You can feel it even before they speak. Their energy hums with calmness. Their smile feels safe. Their presence soothes you. That's because happiness has a frequency. And when you live in joy, your vibration rises. Your aura, that beautiful field of energy surrounding you, becomes luminous, magnetic, healing. And this glow isn't fake. It doesn't come from pretending everything is fine. It comes from the deep, quiet decision to be at peace with yourself. The moment you stop fighting your own reflection, your light grows. The moment you stop apologizing for being you, your radiance expands. People will start to notice, not because you're trying to impress them, but because peace is irresistible. You'll see them smile when they pass you, talk softer around you, open up to you. Why? Because your vibration tells them it's safe to be yourself here. I often say, the world outside of you is only ever reflecting the world inside of you. When you enjoy yourself, your inner world becomes a garden of ease, and life mirrors it back as harmony. Opportunities feel lighter. Conversations flow. Doors open where you once saw walls. You no longer need to push. Life begins to pull you gently toward what's meant for you. The second beautiful shift that happens, you become humble and confident at the same time. Now that might sound contradictory, but it's not. Real confidence has nothing to do with arrogance. It's quiet. It's graceful. It's the calm knowing that you belong. When you enjoy yourself, you no longer compare. You don't need to compete because you realize there's nothing to prove. You already are. The world has taught us to measure ourselves constantly, by appearance, by achievement, by approval. But when you enjoy being who you are, that measuring stick disappears. You wake up one morning and realize, I'm not behind. I'm not less than anyone. I'm simply me, and that's enough. And that realization, that simple acceptance, is where true power lives. I remember once, after many years of teaching, I looked at my reflection and thought, I'm not the woman I used to be. And instead of feeling sadness, I smiled and whispered, no, I'm more peaceful, more loving, more real. That's what happens when you stop chasing perfection and start embracing truth. You soften, you forgive, you grow. So my darling, if you want to walk with real confidence, learn to walk with tenderness. Speak kindly, move slowly, listen deeply. Let your presence, not your performance, be your power. Because the person who truly enjoys themselves doesn't need to prove anything. They just are. They embody ease, and that ease becomes their silent authority. And the third transformation, perhaps my favorite of all, is that you begin to attract effortlessly. You see, the moment you stop grasping, the moment you stop forcing, the moment you stop trying so hard, the energy of life begins to flow towards you. That's how attraction works. It's not about chasing, it's about allowing. You don't attract by running after something. You attract by radiating the feeling of already having it. When you are at peace, peace comes to you. When you are in love with life, life falls in love with you. When you live with joy, joy finds you in unexpected places. In a smile from a stranger, in a sudden opportunity, in the way the sun warms your face at just the right time. You become a living magnet for miracles. Everything you want is already waiting for you to relax into its frequency. That's why I always say, when you learn to enjoy being yourself, life begins to enjoy you back. The more you enjoy, the more you receive. The more you love, the more love flows to you. The more you trust, the more everything begins to align naturally. Let me give you a little image to hold in your mind. Imagine you're standing in a river, trying to swim upstream, exhausted, frustrated, convinced that if you just try harder, you'll reach peace. But the moment you let go and turn around, the current carries you. That's what happens when you enjoy yourself. You stop fighting life, and life starts carrying you exactly where you're meant to go. You see, Joy is not just an emotion, it's a signal to the universe. It says, I'm open, I'm ready, I'm in alignment. That's why the happiest people are also the most magnetic. They don't chase blessings, they become blessings. Their energy calls in everything they need, people, opportunities, ideas. And it all feels effortless because it's natural. Think about it this way. When you're tense, you block. When you're open, you receive. When you're anxious, you repel. When you're peaceful, you attract. The universe doesn't respond to your effort. It responds to your energy. And the energy of joy is the most powerful frequency you can ever send out. So if you're wondering, what do I do to attract more good into my life? My answer is simple. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your coffee. Enjoy your walk. Enjoy your imperfections. Enjoy your laughter. Enjoy your journey. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Perfection was never the goal. Wholeness is. And the beautiful irony is, when you finally stop needing everything to happen, everything starts happening. Because now, you are in harmony with the flow of life. You are no longer trying to control the river. You are becoming the river. My dear, I want you to remember this truth. You were never meant to suffer your way into joy. You were meant to love your way there. When you enjoy yourself, your light becomes the prayer, your smile becomes the magnet, your peace becomes the miracle. So take this with you today. Close your eyes and whisper softly, I am glowing with peace. I am confident in my being. I am magnetic to miracles. And then go out into the world and live like it's already true. Because it is. You are glowing. You are confident. You are magnetic. And the moment you truly enjoy yourself, everything, absolutely everything, begins to come to you naturally. My sweet friend, thank you for still being here with me. I feel such warmth in my heart knowing that you're giving yourself these few moments to breathe, to listen, to be. You and I, we're sitting together, heart to heart, soul to soul. And today I want to remind you of something that will change the way you move through life. The power of allowing. You see, allowing is not passive. Allowing is not giving up. Allowing is spiritual trust in motion. It means you no longer have to fight every wave. You learn to float and trust that the current of life knows exactly where to carry you. So many people spend their whole lives trying to control everything, thinking control equals safety. But control is just fear in disguise. When you finally loosen your grip and say, "Life, I trust you," something miraculous happens. Everything begins to flow with ease. I've said many times, what you allow, you attract. What you resist, persists. It's one of the greatest spiritual laws. When you resist pain, it clings. When you resist change, it grows heavier. But when you open your heart and whisper, "I allow this moment to be as it is," you invite peace to enter. Real strength is not in tightening, it's in softening. Real courage is not in fighting, it's in trusting. Allowing means you let life breathe. You let yourself be human. You allow yourself to be imperfect, to make mistakes, to rest when you're tired, to receive when you've been giving too much. Soul trust is what I call it. The faith that even when you don't see the whole picture, life does. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, before you touch your phone, before you think about the day, take one slow breath and say, "Today, I allow good things to come to me." Say it with your hand on your heart. Feel it. Believe it. Because the universe cannot deliver what you do not allow. And when night comes, as you lie down to sleep, whisper softly, "I release control. Life knows what it's doing. Let that sentence rock you into peace. You don't need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders anymore. You can trust the rhythm. You can rest in the flow. My dear, the more you allow, the more you attract, effortlessly, naturally, gracefully. You begin to notice blessings where you used to see burdens. You begin to find meaning in the pauses, beauty in the waiting, peace in the unknown. You become the calm in the storm because you understand now there is no need to resist what is already working for your good. And here's another beautiful truth. Joy itself is healing. When you laugh, when you sing, when you move your body, when you give thanks, your cells rejoice, your immune system strengthens, your energy rises, your mind clears, your whole being begins to heal. Because joy is the natural medicine of the soul. I often tell people, you don't heal by focusing on what's broken. You heal by loving what's still whole. When you enjoy yourself, when you laugh freely, when you dance for no reason, you are sending a message to your body. It's safe to relax now. And when the body feels safe, it begins to restore itself. So today, I want you to do something joyful, something that makes you smile without effort. Sing a song, watch the sunset, play with your pet, laugh with a friend, or just sit quietly and feel gratitude that you are alive. These small moments are not distractions. They are divine medicine. They tell your body, you are loved, you are safe, you can heal now. Because, my darling, joy isn't just happiness. Joy is alignment. Joy is the frequency of heaven. Every giggle, every smile, every sigh of relief sends ripples through your energy field, cleansing and renewing you from the inside out. And that brings us to this truth, the one I want to leave written on your heart. Everything you want will come, not because you chase it, but because you become it. When you live in peace, peace finds you. When you embody love, love finds you. When you allow ease, life unfolds in ease. The law of life is reflection. Whatever you radiate, you receive. So let's gather the essence of everything we've learned together. Life doesn't need to be forced. It needs to be flowed with. Your body is the sacred doorway to your soul. Love it tenderly. Speak to yourself with kindness. Your words create your world. Feel instead of fighting. Emotion is energy moving toward healing. Joy is not a prize. It is a practice. Allow, don't control. Trust that life knows its rhythm. And above all, live softly, because when you relax, life rushes in to meet you. Now, take one last deep breath with me. Feel the air entering your lungs, the miracle of being alive in this very moment. Smile, even if it's small. Let your shoulders drop. Let your heart open, and repeat after me. I am enough. I am joyful. I am one with life. Everything I desire flows to me with ease and grace. Say it again, slower this time. Let each word sink into your being. This isn't just an affirmation, it's a declaration of alignment. You are aligning with ease. You are aligning with abundance. You are aligning with divine flow. My beautiful friend, I hope you carry this peace with you long after we end today's talk. Let your days be soft, your heart be open, and your joy be your compass. You don't have to chase a thing. Just enjoy being you, and watch how life begins to dance in harmony with your light. Now go and live with ease, attract with peace, and remember, the moment you enjoy yourself, everything else naturally falls into place.